Wisdom, okay? The wisdom is not that hat they had on. The wisdom is in this book. Give me 1 Timothy 1 and 9.
Book of Timothy, 1 Timothy, chapter 1, verse 9. Knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man.
You gotta stop, all right? Let me see your shirt. You got Walter Payton, Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali. You got what's the dude that died of AIDS on top?
Arthur Ashe.
Arthur Ashe. You got Barry Bonds. Who's that on the right? I can't even see that.
Man.
Huh?
You don't know what that is.
I'm trying to see, man.
Yeah,
oh, you got the name. Hey, but you see that black heritage? We got the real black heritage side.
Real.
You want to see it? Right here. That's the real. All those you just named, all those guys are Israelites. All those come from Britain. No lie, I'm not even playing with you on this. Judah are the American blacks. Christ was one of them. Right? All these are the 12 tribes of Israel. West Indian, Haitian, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans, Guatemalans. Hey, all those, excuse me for the motorcycles right there, ain't number safe right there. I'm trying to talk to you and the motorcycle noise is drowning me out. That's why we got a microphone. Because in the days of Christ, he didn't need one of these because there wasn't no motorcycles, no fire trucks, no fire engine. Right? You know this, brother? You know, hey, you Mexican? Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out.
I know everybody ready.
On the bottom of the sign, check it out. Right, so Mexican, right? Where's Mexicans right here?
Bottom.
Right here, look. Aztecs, right? So Issachar is the tribe, that's in the Bible, bro. So you are from the 12 tribes of Israel by your blood, like this dude right here. He's from the tribe of Judah. Okay? All right?
I did Judah, but I'm also from American Indian.
Okay, so what side? What side, though? Your mama or your dad?
Oklahoma, my grandmama.
Your grandmama, okay. So you got Gad and you got Judah in you.
And some.
Give me Genesis 49 and 1. So all these right here, man, we out here to show our people, that we come from the 12 tribes of Israel. When Christ comes back, he's pulling these people first. Well, you ever heard that saying, the first will be last and the last will be first? Well, these are the ones that are going to be first. Your daddy, your mama, you need to tell them that they're from the tribe of Issachar, right? You got your family got overpowered by the conquistadors, which means conquerors. They came and conquered your family, and they put you into slavery, right? Right. Give me Hosea 8 and 10. So the Europeans, right, like this brother said, the Europeans, or the conquistadors, they came and conquered your people and took away your knowledge of who you are, right? And this brother, the Europeans, came and conquered this brother and put him on slave ships and brought him to you.
There was one that was whipping him hard. It was like, fuck all that.
Check this out, check this out.
Hey, Copy, I'm here to help my people, though.
Genesis 49. Listen to this, though. Y'all gotta listen to the Bible.
God said, help my people to do.
Go ahead.
Right?
Book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 1.
Go ahead.
And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together,
Right.
that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
Didn't I just tell you what happened to you? Didn't I just tell you what happened to you? That's in the prophecy. He said, gather yourselves together, my sons.
You gotta remember who wrote that book.
Check it out, though. Check it out.
Look at the book of Hosea, chapter 8, verse 10.
Go ahead.
I remember who wrote that book.
Yea,
Really?
though they have hired
That
among
book
the
came
nations,
from that man,
now
too.
will I gather them,
Really?
and they shall sorrow a little
He
for the
stole
burden
it.
of
He stole
He stole it. When he went to
because
Egypt, he went
Ephraim
down there and
has
stole
made
everything.
many
But I help
altars
us
to
people
sin.
produce. I still
So
my act.
Ephraim is the whole 10 tribes. The Mexicans, the Panamanians, all right, the Peruvians, the Guatemalans. Egypt means bondage. Okay? Egypt means bondage. Never forget that. Egypt means bondage.
Cairo, right? Cairo?
That's in Cairo. But now it's here in America. This is, we all went in the bondage. Listen closely what he said, the last part. Read the last part again. Read the last part.
Yea, though they have hired among the nations, now will I gather them, and they shall sorrow,
Gathering us now.
and they shall sorrow a little for the burden of the king of princes.
He raped me.
Because Ephraim hath made many
touched me.
altars to sin.
Now, in Mexico, in Guatemala, in Peru, what was the altars?
She got on drawers, I literally top
You had the pyramids, brother. Come on, man. Think. You had the pyramids, right? On top of the pyramid, they had altars. They was killing brothers, right? They was killing conquistadors, really.
I don't know. There was cartel. There was
Okay.
all types
Well,
of stuff.
those are the altars that the Bible's speaking of.
And everything out.
Brother, here.
That's why I mean,
Go ahead. So what we trying to show you is your heritage. All your heritage is in the Bible, man.
And altars,
We had it.
altars shall be unto him to sin. I have written to him the great things of my law, but they were counted as a strange thing.
This is a strange thing to you right now. We're trying to show you your heritage. But it's a strange thing to you and that brother. That brother didn't want to stick around to hear the rest.
man, shit, new
Yeah, so where'd
cars and
he
shit.
go?
Like, what the
He
hell?
had to go get some new shoes.
Hell yeah,
You
like,
weren't trying to hear this.
No, he ran after
They
that.
sacrifice flesh for the sacrifice of mine offerings and eat it, but the Lord accepted them not.
Right, so the sacrifice is what? His commandments, brother. What was the Aztec sacrifices? What was they sacrificing? Human beings.
yeah, like go for like beads and stuff.
No, human beings.
They,
People on top of the altars.
Oh, yeah,
You ever seen Apocalypto? You ever seen that movie?
No, I seen that one. But
That's what they was doing. So the Most High calls you guys going into captivity too because of the abominations you were doing. Right? So you went into captivity, we didn't went into captivity. All of us are right here in America. America's just a giant prison for the Israelites. Yeah, still go. Oh yeah,
Lord accepted them not. Now will he remember their iniquity and visit their sins.
Right.
They shall return to Egypt. For Israel.
So what is Egypt again? What did I tell you what? No. Well, what did I just tell you what it meant? Let's see if you was thinking. No, man. What did I just tell you Egypt meant? Bondage, brother. Slavery. Slavery. Egypt. Who was in captivity in Egypt? Those people. The Israelites. You need to stay right here the whole time and just listen. It's alright, it's alright. It's alright. You know who you are now. You're from the tribe of Issachar. That's where you're from. Alright, brother. Alright, go ahead.
I'm still on Genesis 49.
Alright, go ahead. Read that.
Look at Genesis chapter 49, verse 1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
Right, so he's telling us what's going to happen in the last days. In the last days, the Bible says that we will go and be scattered to the four corners of the earth. Give me Baruch chapter 2, verse 1. Keep reading.
Gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father.
Read Baruch 2 and 1.
The book of Baruch, chapter 2, verse 1. Therefore the Lord hath made good his word, which he pronounced against us and against our judges that judged Israel.
Against our judges was the Levites. Those were our high priests. These pastors who are calling themselves pastors today in these churches are one of the reasons why sin is stuck in our neighborhoods. Because they're not warning our people of the laws that God said to keep. And that's why you see all the murder and the mayhem and the adultery and the kidnapping going on. because our pastors are not warning the people. Come on.
Which he pronounced against us, and against our judges that judged Israel, and against our kings, and against our princes, and against the men of Israel and Judah.
So all the men of Israel went into captivity because of what we did with the Most High's good book. Come on.
To bring upon us great plagues.
To bring upon us what?
Great plagues.
Great plagues came upon us. That's what I was trying to show this brother was standing here and this other brother who had the heritage sign on the shirt, right? He was shocked when I showed him the true heritage sign. His eyes had, you see his eyes blink? His eyes was blinking.
They only woke up for a minute. He went back to sleep.
Yeah, he went back to sleep real quick. Go ahead.
It was like,
Saint said, no, you don't.
See, our people want images. We might have to get a new sign, bro. Hey, we might have to put Judah, a black face, Benjamin, a West Indian face, Levi, a Haitian face, all the way down, Mexican face for Ishikar. Our people, they visual.
Right.
They ain't gonna read. That's too much reading, man. You know what I mean? That's too much reading.
he went back to sleep, man. Went back and flatlined.
We might even have to get those signs where they show the images dancing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you driving on the freeway, you see the signs, they be moving, and they go back to where it was, start over again. I had to do that. Hey, I guarantee you we get a bunch of people stopping.
Yeah, and they also didn't watch that sign all day.
I'm telling you, man.
Maybe it'll sink in.
I'm telling you.
To bring upon us great plagues, such as never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses.
That was what?
According to the things that were written in the law of Moses.
All these things happened to us because it was written in the law of Moses, which the brother was going to read in Deuteronomy 28. So we went into the curses, and we were scattered all over the earth. Give me Deuteronomy 29:29. Read on.
That a man should eat the flesh of his own son, and the flesh of his own daughter.
Come on.
Moreover, he hath delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are around about us.
So how are we going to eat the flesh of our own sons and eat the flesh of our own daughters? By slavery. We all went into slavery, and your son inherited your slavery. He inherited your credit. You guys are eating at the same table, okay? Your powers, the same affliction is passed on from one to the next, all right? You can't escape this affliction like Kuta Kinte couldn't escape slavery, right? Kuta Kinte, he fought, but he had to go into slavery. He couldn't fight. He got his foot cut off, and he still had to stay in slavery, all right? Same thing with you Negroes, Latinos, and American Indians. Y'all can't escape this. We're gonna have to serve our captivity in America until we acknowledge God, start keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. Then we'll get redeemed out of here. All right? We just had a great week. This week is Feast of Tabernacles. For all of you who don't know who that is, that means the Israelites dwelled in booths. We go camping during this week. All right? Beautiful week. All right? There was a full moon last night. You can see for miles and miles with a bright moon. It's the reason why we go out during the full moon, so we can see. If we went out during the new moon, which is no moon, we wouldn't be able to see nothing. So the Most High set all these things in order just for us. Go ahead.
Moreover, he hath delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about us.
Right, aren't we in subjection to all the kingdoms around about us today? Come on.
To be as a reproach and desolation among all the people round about.
So what is a reproach? A reproach is like spit. You know how people frown on you when you spit? That's a reproach. They don't want to be around you when you stink, right? A reproach is that type of example, okay? So the Most High is saying that his people is going to be a reproach to all nations. And these signs were going to stick on them, proving that they're the Israelites because they didn't keep their father's laws. And this is how you're going to tell the Israelites from the other nations. And right now, you Negroes, Latinos, and American Indians got that reproach on you. What do they call you Latinos? Wetbacks. What do they call you Negroes? Black, African, nigger, all of those nicknames they give you, right? All the other people don't have those type of nicknames, right? But you Negroes, Latinos, and American Indians have those nicknames, and they stick to you like glue. And that's a reproach to you, whether you know it or not. When one of you enter the building, all of you enter the building, okay? And so you're made an example of your people by whatever building you go into to represent yourself, even though you don't want to represent your people. You are a reflection of your people. Okay? And I'm speaking to the Negroes, Latinos, and American Indians. According to the Bible, this word was going to be preached to the four corners of the earth so you could get the understanding of what this is. Go ahead, read on out.
Where the Lord hath scattered them. Verse 5. Thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Lord our God and have not been obedient unto his voice. Verse 6. To the Lord our God appertaineth righteousness.
Appertaineth what?
Righteousness.
So this is what we must seek, righteousness. All right? It has to be pushed on the streets, because you ain't going to hear, because you ain't going to go to church. You don't go to church, how you going to hear the word of the Most High? Even in the church, they don't talk about the Bible. They don't even bring out the Bible in the church. They just sing, come out with the new bulletins of the week, right? Talk about, they do like Joel Osteen, just a storyteller. They don't open the Bible and tell you what's going to happen. According to the Bible, that's prophecy. Read that out.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verse 29. The secret things belong unto the Lord our God, but those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever.
Forever. Right, so all the secret things, all the mysteries, all the prophecies, to you Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, only when you turn righteous and you start keeping the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. That's the only way that's the only way you're gonna see the secret things of the Most High. Okay? Now, if you want to really get truthful, you guys are just going about your average day. Now the white folks up here in the hills got bunkers. Bet y'all ought to know that. Piedmont, when those houses up in Piedmont was built, they were built with bomb bunkers. Okay? I mean, they got bomb bunkers. You can pull that up. I've been in those houses. Every single house up in Piedmont got bunkers. Okay? But you Negroes and Latinos down here in the flatlands, y'all ain't got no bunker. Where you gonna run? Russia building bombs. America trying to keep up with them. Don't y'all know World War III is imminent? You ain't gonna be able to stop it. So we're out here trying to warn you, look, wake up before this happens. Come back to the Bible. Come back to your understanding of who Christ is.
Right.
Keep the law, statutes, and commandments, because that's the only thing that's going to save you. You can get as many guns as you want, that's not going to save you.
Right.
All right? You can take food, stock up food for 6 months, up to a year. That ain't going to save you. You eventually got to come out of that hole, or somebody else just going to take it. All right? But you got to understand that when Christ come back, he's going to redeem 144,000 of his elect. And those elect are men. And those men are going to be the heroes to the 1/3 of the people that believe. Get this understanding. All those movies you see with superheroes, what do you think the 144,000 is going to be?
Superheroes.
Superheroes. Give me Revelation 14. Revelation 14:1. The 144,000 that you've heard all your life in the Bible, those are going to be the superheroes. Didn't Christ walk on water? Did not Christ cause it to rain or stop the rain? All right? Did he not heal people and raise them from the dead? Okay? Hamashiach Yahawashi, Christ, who the world English calls Jesus, he was the one that did all those superhero type things, and he didn't even unleash it all. You got Revelation 14:1?
Yeah.
Read that.
Book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion.
And who is the lamb? That is the one the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Come on. Who we call YAHAWAH in the ancient Hebrew, which is Phoenician language. Come on.
And with him 144,000.
144,000.
Having his father's name.
So 144,000 are going to have the Father's name written on their foreheads. And what is that Father's name? Hey, brother, how you doing? What's the Father's name? Let's see if you know. Okay. Hold on. You can't walk away without getting the secret. You got your Bible, right? Give me Isaiah 8:16. I'm going to give it to you because you're a brother on the sign. All right? You from the tribe of Judah. I'm going to give it to you. Because you can say Jehovah, they ain't going to save you too. Because remember what Christ said, many will say in my name, Lord, Lord, but will not enter the kingdom of heaven. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it is. This is the sign. And I've seen scholars who've been in the Bible for 70 years still couldn't understand what the sign was on the forehead. Go ahead, Isaiah 8:16.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 16. But
The vocals.
bind up the testimony seal the law among,
Seal the what?
seal the law among my disciples.
Among the disciples. What's the testimony first and foremost? Hold me there. Testimony, Revelation 14:12. Read it from the top again. Because this is in the Old Testament. So I want to prove to you, in the Old Testament, the seal was there. And in the New Testament, it's still there.
Bind up the testimony. Seal the law among my disciples.
All right, so he says, seal the law among my disciples. That's what's going to save you, okay? Come on. Keeping his laws. Come on.
And I will wait upon the Lord that hideth his face from the house of Jacob.
Right.
And I will look for him. Behold, I and the children whom the Lord hath given me are for signs and for wonders in Israel.
You see that? So that's what's going to save us. Keeping the testimony and keeping the laws. Now the brother's going to bring out Revelation 14:12 in the New Testament, the same thing, but it's going to break down for you what the testimony is. Because we understand that it's about the laws. Bring that out.
You're not telling me the name.
This is the name. Listen closely. Go ahead.
Book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 12.
Come on.
Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus.
And the faith, which is the testimony. The testimony is Hamashiach Yahushua. That's Jesus' real name in the ancient Hebrew language. It was never a Greek name. Okay? It's like Jehovah. That's not even a Hebrew name. It's YAHAWAH. When you look at the ancient Indians or the Aztecs and Incas and Mayas and the brothers over in Africa, West Africa, they came over here on those ships, which is us. They were saying the name of the Most High, which is YAHAWAH. When you saw the not East Indians, because they ain't a part of the Bible, they're from the tribe of Elam. But the Indians here, the American Indians, they're from the tribe of the 12 tribes, the Gadites, okay? And when they would chant to the Most High to stop the rain or to start the rain, they would say YAHAWAH, 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 YAHAWAH. That's the name of the Father. We heard that our whole lives. They didn't know what they were saying. We thought it was a song. They were saying the Most High's name, not Jehovah, but YAHAWAH. Okay.
And also when our forefathers was in the fields picking that cotton, they were singing a slavery spiritual called Kumbaya, my Lord. When that Yah and Kumbaya, they were saying, come by here, Yahawah. They were calling on God to get them out of those fields. That's a slavery spiritual. They were singing that for a reason. Kumbaya. His name is Yahawah. Ain't no Jehovah.
Right, so Yahawah is his name. So you got his name, but his name, in order to make it work, you got to keep the laws and the testimony of Hamashiach Yahushua. We say Hamashiach, which is the Messiah. Yahawashi is the same name as Yahawah, but it has Shai in there. The Shai means save. So Yahawashi has his father's name in it. Then he has Shai, which is save. So it means Yahawah saves. Right here, man, we come out to Oakland every week. You got a flyer, give him a flyer. Read that out. Look at your
The book of Exodus chapter 6 verse 3. And I appeared unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, but by the name of God Almighty, but by my name, Yahawah, was I not.
Say it again, by his name what?
But by my name, Yahawah, was I not known to them.
Right. So Yahawah was not known to the nations, okay? Only to the Israelites. The God of Abraham, the father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahawah was known to them, okay? So the sons of Jacob were the 12 tribes of Israel. The tribe of Judah, which was the American blacks. Because the American blacks are different from the Africans. A lot of y'all think that Africans are all the same. The Negroes were specifically brought over to the Americas, and they are different from Africans. You can look at that today. When you look at the Ethiopians, they don't act nothing like the Negroes. When you look at the Somalians today, they don't act nothing like the Negroes. Totally different people. The ancient Somalians are the real Egyptians. Okay, you see how tall they are? When you look at the hieroglyphics in Egypt, those are the real Egyptians. They were scattered all through southern Africa and northern Africa. Those are the real Egyptians. Now the Negroes were never Egyptians. We were Israelites serving captivity in Egypt. So we come out to wake up our people to show them, look, the Israelites are here in captivity. Give me Deuteronomy and go to 32:28. Deuteronomy 32 and 28. So a lot of our people have been lied to. Our job is to come out and bring the truth to our people on the streets and to give them the name so they can get out of here when destruction comes on earth. Read.
the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 28. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, and they would consider their latter end.
Our latter end, like Jacob said, gather yourselves together to understand what will happen in the last days. Okay? Okay. What do you have a question concerning the tribes?
Where's she from?
Hold on, man.
Where's she from?
So you get the switch. It's all right.
Sorry.
Sorry. Come closer. I'm not going to bite. I just need to hear you when you're talking. Okay, so what did you have? You had a question concerning the sign, right? So what's your question? What did they do to... I'm sorry, I can barely hear you. What did they do?
Yes, what did they do to God?
God?
God.
What did they do to God? Okay, we'll show you what happened. And you had the verse. So read Deuteronomy 32:28.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 28. For they are a nation void of counsel.
So this nation right here, God offered us his counsel. And he did it through Moses. Originally, way back like 4,000 years ago. And we didn't listen. All right, we always been hard-headed people. All right, come on.
Neither is there any understanding in them.
Right, today we don't have any understanding. We just go along with everybody else. Okay, come on.
Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, and they would consider their latter end.
All we have to do is consider what the Most High is saying. If we could do that, I need you to get Psalms 119, verse 159. So he says, consider your latter end. So our latter end is, if we don't change our ways, this is going to happen to America. Okay? As scary as that look, this is what's really going to happen. Now you see it on movies. They got movies out, everything. But this is in the Bible. All the movies get their all the movies get their information from here.
Terminator.
Okay? Now the Aztecs, and what's your nationality according to the Bible? What's your nationality? Are you Hispanic? Okay, so your forefathers are Mexican, right? Okay, so the Mexicans come from the tribe of Issachar, which is down.
You got that in Spanish? You got that in Spanish?
Yeah.
Okay. So according to that, according to the Bible, your people came out the 10 tribes of Israel. Okay? They left Israel a long time ago, before Christ even came on the earth. They had already left during the days of Solomon. You ever heard of Solomon? In the Bible, there was a man very, very wise. He was the king of Israel before Christ came on earth. And he came out of the tribe of Judah. Christ is this man's great-grandson. Okay? Solomon, wisest man on earth. He's in the Bible. Okay, so when he reigned and he lost his kingdomship because he failed to listen to the council, 10 of the tribes of these people left and came over to the Americas. And the Aztecs and the Incas and the Mayas are those people. And we can show it to you. The Aztecs and the Incas and the Mayas are those people. When they came here, they stayed here because it was a peaceful place. And they could serve God without other people telling them what to do. And so they built the temples, right? Which are the pyramids down there. But then they forgot the Most High's words. And then they started sacrificing the wrong stuff. And this what brought the conquistadors over to conquer them. Because they forgot, God sent the enemy to destroy them. Conquistadors means conquerors. Okay, so they came to conquer the Aztecs, the Mayas, and the Incas. Okay?
This is the book of 2nd Esdras.
Here's the history in the Bible.
It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hoshea, the king, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
Okay, so stop right there. So what this is reading is before the 10 tribes came over here, when Solomon, who was our king in Israel, when he fell, the Assyrians put our people into captivity. Okay? The Assyrians are the same people who are over there today in Assyria. Okay? They put us in captivity. Now, when they let us go, that's when the Aztecs, Incas, and Mayans said, look, we're getting out of here. We ain't trying to stay around here and get placed in slavery again. We're about to get on some ships, and we out of here. And so this is what the Bible's about to tell you. Read.
Verse 41. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen.
Right, so they said, we're getting away from these Assyrians, from these Babylonians, from these Persians, from these Africans, okay? We're trying to get far away from them. Read.
And go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
That's America. No one dwelt here back then in America. Come on.
Verse 42, that they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land.
Right, so they were voided counsel when they was in Israel. But they said, maybe if we go far away where the heathen nations won't be around us, maybe we can keep God's commandments. And that's why they came over here. That's why you still see them wearing fringes, the Aztecs, the Incas, and the Mayans. These are biblical, okay? And they still...
Get that in numbers, man. 1538.
Verse 43, and they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river.
Right.
For the Most High then showed signs for them.
Give me that map. It's, yeah, get the atlas. I'm going to show you the atlas because you may not... You know what a Euphrates is? Here you go. Let me show you what the brother's reading. Fine, I think it's water. Okay. So, hold that right there. So this is Israel right here, right? Okay. So right here, this is the Persian Gulf. Okay. Now the Euphrates runs. Let's see, where's Israel? Israel's right here. So the Euphrates runs like right in here. You can't see it unless we get closer. Okay. But the Euphrates runs right through there, right into that Gulf. Okay. So they got on ships and went through. It don't look very big, but if you go there, it's huge. It's like the bay. Okay. Read.
Entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river.
So it's narrow.
For the Most High showed signs for them and held still the flood.
So he held still the waters at this time. So when he went through the Euphrates, he traveled this way down to South Africa. Come on.
Held still the flood till they were passed over.
Right.
For through that country there was a great way to go.
Right. So through this great country right here, there was a great way to go. Right. And when he held still the floods, if you go to the bottom of Africa, to that little, what do they call that? What do they call that point? I forget what they call it. No, they call it the, I can't think of it right now. But down here, you have a lot of sharks and stuff. They hang around down there because when the fish, with the winds and everything, the fish, they migrate this way at a certain time of the year. And sharks and all that, they sit there, what is it? Cape Cod? Yeah, no, it's Cape Cod. So down here, this is the flood he held still because of the winds. This gets real roughy during a certain time of the year, even today. Go ahead.
There was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half.
Okay, so it'll take you a year and a half if you had a major ship and went this way. Back in those days, you didn't have a motor. All you had was rod. So it took them a year and a half to get from there all the way into the Americas. Go ahead.
And the same region is called Arsarid.
So America back then was called Arsareth. Okay, Arsareth means newfound land. Okay, so the Aztecs, Incas, and the Mayans, that's how they got to America. Okay, so this is a better map right here. So they came through here, they went around South Africa, and they came up here. So the tides took them up, and they came right here. Bolivia, Guatemala, Mexico, Peru, they were all up in here. That's why you see the monuments down there, okay? And this is where they resided. And so the American Indians were on those ships too. And so when the American Indians came, they took the better area, which was the northern part of America, and they expanded. The Mexicans took this area. The Panamanians, which are the tribe of Zebulon, took this area, okay? And we just spread all over. Go ahead. Give me Deuteronomy 33.
Then dwelt they there until the latter time.
Until the what?
Until the latter time.
This is the latter times. They've been here ever since. Here you are. I'm talking to one of the Aztecs right now.
Right.
Go ahead.
And now, when they shall begin to come, the highest shall stay the springs of the stream again, that they may go through. Therefore sawest thou the multitude with peace.
Right, so they went to America with peace. way before Christopher Columbus, way before anybody. It was probably around 3000 BC, okay, when they came over here. All right, read.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33, verse 19. They shall call the people unto the mountain. There they shall offer sacrifices of righteousness.
Okay, so when the Aztecs, Incas, and Mayas came, they created altars and they offered peace sacrifices to God. Okay, come on.
For they shall suck of the abundance of the seas and of treasures hid in the sand.
Atlantic Sea, Pacific Seas. Guatemala, that little tide in that little area where Mexico City is. All right, you got waters on both sides. Panama, okay, those were the seas he was speaking of. Come on.
And of Gad, he said, blessed be he.
Gad is the American Indians. Come on, read from the top again.
And of Gad, he said, blessed be he that enlargeth Gad.
Blessed be he that enlargeth Gad. Show her a picture of that map of America. So Gad went to the Northern Americas, which is where we are today. Go to the North Americas. So they said, blessed be he that, just show her that right there. So Gad, so while the Incas and the Mayas and the Incas were down here, Gad, the American Indians, went up here. That's why you got Eskimos way up here. That's tribe of Gad. They're all the same people here, American Indians. Read.
He dwelleth as a lion, and teareth the arm with the crown of the head.
So when you saw Gad, the American Indians, did they not? Hold on one second, brother. We're trying to teach the sister. So when American Indians came up to the Americas, they was marking their face with paint, right? They were looking like a lion dwelling amongst the grass. Okay, that's what it meant by that. And when they would take a piece of land, they would challenge their brother. They tie their hands together, and then they battle like an arm tug of war with a knife. And whoever was able to scratch the knife first, they were able to take that part of the land. Okay, read. It's going to read again. Read from the top.
And of Gad he said, blessed be he that enlargeth Gad.
Blessed be he that enlargeth North America. Come on.
He dwelleth as a lion.
Dwelleth as a lion.
And teareth the arm with the crown of the head.
They became blood brothers. Come on.
And he provided the first part for himself.
Right. So the first part of the American Indians was here in North America. Excuse me. Go ahead.
Because there, in a portion of the lawgiver, was he seated. And he.
John 10:16.
And he came with the heads of the people. He executed the justice of the Lord and his judgment with Israel.
So all the heads of the people are these people. Okay? So all the heads of the people are these people. There were leaders from each tribe. Okay? So the reason why we're out here, because Christ told us to go to the people who are scattered in these places, right? So that's our job as Israelites, to teach our people to wake up before the time comes. John 10:16.
The book of John, chapter 10, verse 16. And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold.
So this is Christ. He said, other sheep I have who are not of this fold, which are those people.
Them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice.
So you just heard the voice. So now you know where your people came from. They're in the Bible. Now you go with your brother. All right, God bless you.
If you ever got any questions, you can call me at this number. I can answer anything for you.
Huh?
Okay? Take it.
Yeah, we're trying to get. Yeah. All they were brothers that split up. All right, the 5 tribes, the 5, they call them civilized tribes. No, I'm talking about the American Indians. The so-called white man says there was 5 civilized tribes of the American Indians. They all come from the same person, which was Gad. Okay, tribe of Gad. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So our people got to understand, through the Bible we have understanding, and through the Bible we understand history and prophecies. So we come out to teach our people concerning the last days and the prophecies of Christ. If we don't repent and change our ways, keep his commandments and learn our heritage, we're going to stay right here and get destroyed with the rest of these people who are unbelieving people. Okay? Change our ways. Oh, you have scriptures?
I was still reading that same one.
Okay. Deuteronomy 33:7.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 33 verse 7. And this is the blessing of Judah. And he said, hear Lord, the voice of Judah.
So our people heard the voice of Judah, and they woke up based on the voice of Judah, they're going to come back to the understanding of who they are as a people. Come on.
And bring him unto his people.
And bring him where?
Unto his people.
So he brought us back to his people, right? The 10 to 12 tribes. And we have to go and touch every single tribe in the Americas and in the South Americas all the way to China. Okay? Come on.
Let his hands be sufficient for him.
Right. Our hands are being sufficient and held up by the Most High, just like he held up the hands of Moses during war. Okay? He teaches us to war through the spiritual realm. Come on.
And be thou and help to him from his enemies.
Right, so we need the Most High's help in order to do what we're doing today. Come out, have the strength and courage, and come out and deal with our people who are out of their minds. All right? A lot of our people are out of their minds, man. For us to come out here and put our life on the line and talk to our people about God's word, some people think that's insane, okay? But somebody has to do it. We come out to teach our people. All right? All right, you want to speak for a little bit? What you guys say, man? Go ahead.
I believe the white man controls the world.
No, he already controls the world. Who is the white man according to the Bible?
But then us Christ will come back, take over. Yeah.
Look, this is what the whole world is about right here. These two people. That's Jacob. That's who you come out of. That's who I come out of. This is Esau. Okay? Yeah, that's who you come out of. Jacob. That's your forefather. Esau is the so-called white man. Okay? That's who runs the earth today. This is who's going to run the earth next. We're coming back. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Just hold on. Be patient, bro. We all got to be patient. All right? We all got to have endurance. That's what we got to do. Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Let's see both of y'all. Give me Obadiah. Go to Obadiah. I'm going to show you the destiny of the white man in the Bible. Okay? In the Bible, it talks about what's going to happen to the white man in the last days. And I'm going to show it to you. Give me Isaiah 66 and verse 19.
Oh, wait. You got to let me happy.
First, we're going to go here. And then we're going to go here. We're going to travel through history. Isaiah 66 and verse,
Isaiah 66, verse 15.
What?
For behold, the Lord will come with fire.
He's gonna come with what?
With fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury.
Wait a minute, so did you know that Christ was angry? Did you know that he was angry right now?
Yes.
Why is it? Yeah, he's angry. Yeah. He's not happy. He's not up there happy right now. He's angry. Read it again.
For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
What are the chariots? You've been drinking a little bit, so I'm about to really mess you up. What are the chariots? You ever heard of UFOs?
Yeah. I want to hear about that.
You just heard about it. That's the UFOs. About the chariots.
Behold, he will come with fire and with chariots like a whirlwind.
He's gonna come with chariots. Those are the UFOs. They're identified though. Go ahead.
To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Right, so he's gonna bring that with flames of fire. They're gonna put flames on this earth and torch it. Go ahead.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Christ is coming back. Not to be happy, he's coming back to plead, meaning he's going to bring destruction on this place.
Right.
Okay, come on.
Army of angels.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
So the Most High said he's going to send his son on earth, and he's going to slay many, many people. Now go to Obadiah. Read Obadiah. Where you at? Start from that.
Book of Obadiah, verse 19. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau.
So, come on, we're going to possess the mountain of Esau. Come on.
And they,
possess the government.
And they of the plain, the Philistines.
All right, so we're going to possess the Africans too. Come on.
And they shall possess the fields of Ephraim.
All right, we're going to possess our own land. Come on.
And the fields of Samaria.
Come on.
And Benjamin shall possess Gilead.
Come on.
And the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites.
All right, so the Israelites are in captivity today. right? The Negroes, Latinos, and American Indians are the children of Israel, and this day we are yet in our captivity. Today, when you go to work, you're in captivity. When they take taxes out of your check, you're in captivity. When you got to pay for your water, your electricity, when you got to buy your clothes from somebody else, you're in captivity. Okay? It's not an even exchange. You're not giving them something for something. You're giving them the money that you made back to them. It's circumventing right back to them. So yeah, you're in captivity. Come on.
And saviors, see, even unto Zarephath, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Shaphat, shall possess the cities of the south.
All right, so what he just said, you probably don't understand. But what he's saying in the last days, like the brother just said, when Christ comes back, he's coming back to bring war. He's going to get his 144,000.
From the pastures and from following the sheep to be prince over my people Israel. I have been with you wherever you have gone and have destroyed all the enemies in your path. I will make you a great name among the great ones of the earth. I will assign a place for my people in Israel. There I will plant them, and they shall dwell in their own land.